Welcome back to the Speedfire Fab channel. It is currently Saturday, May 10th. That means 6 days until LS Fest with the OBS. In this episode, I'm going to be working on a ton of little things, trying to get everything buttoned up that I can. Not filming every little tiny step because there's a whole lot of downtime in between. I'm new to this, so it's kind of difficult with all the editing and the multiple clips, and I'm kind of learning what works, what doesn't work. And in order to get these videos out kind of in a timely manner, I'm just going to touch the highlights and show some here and there. So it's kind of a packed video with a lot of stuff happening. Well, I guess it's not really a packed video because I'm not videoing all of it, but there's gonna be a lot that gets done. So follow along and we'll get to the end and check off the to-do list and see where we're at. Okay, first thing I got to do in the core support is mount these lower brackets for the intercooler. Step one is I need to grind the paint off. Okay, I got the filler in, it's all smooth. Got it straightened how I want it. It's a little wavy right here, and I can't, because it's 2 layers spot welded together, and it kept blowing back at me from, I guess, the oxygen pressure and the paint on the inside of the formed pieces that are spot welded together. It was a mess. So it kind of warped funny. I've got it hammered smoother than what it was, but I need to fill in some of the imperfections. I really don't like using body filler, but in this situation, I don't think I have a choice. It's not that there's a problem with body filler, it's just, I don't know. You can use it in small amounts and it's fine, but you want to get it pretty close and not have to use a whole bunch. And wipe it down with lacquer thinner, get it cleaned up. All right, here's some progress. We got the compressor cover on, turbo, slightly different red if you can see it. I'm hoping it won't be as noticeable in the hood and everything's back together and you get a little shadow. Still trying to track down that exact red. It's being kind of difficult, so we're going with this for right now. I did go ahead and mount a, man, can y'all see all these mosquitoes? It's wild. I go ahead and drill and tap this housing and put my boost line that I'm going to mount over here to the boost controller. I haven't made that line yet. I decided against coming into the inlet tube going into the throttle body just because I don't have a bung and trying to thread thin wall tube just doesn't work. So instead I put the air temp sensor bung right there, so this will kind of hide there. Got the knock sensor in down here. I've still got to track down a truck style 3-bar map sensor. What else did I do? I got everything buttoned up underneath, all the exhaust leaks and V-bang clamp tightened. I checked all my bolts that I put in over the last couple weeks. Tightened all the transmission lines, zip tied everything up. So all that's finished underneath. I shouldn't have to raise it back up except to do an oil change, but I'm going to drive around in this oil for a little while I do a little tuning. Then I'll change it out. I got the wiring done for the AC compressor. Again, I'm not hooking up the compressor right now, but it's done out of the way. Let's see, we can mark off that. Shifter rework, done. Oh, I did paint the radiator and condenser. Show you that in a minute. Weld filler on core support, it's done. I don't love it. Catch can, I'm still trying to figure that out. Clean fenders. I'm gonna put that half. I power washed them, but they need to really be scrubbed. I just finished this. Driver knock sensor done. Boost hoses, I'm gonna put 3/4. I did wire the fans. Well, I mean, I wired the pigtails on the fans. I did put this little junction block here to take vacuum and boost from the manifold, distribute it over. This is going to plug into my, no, that's not right. This is going to plug into the blow off valve. And then I got this line here to my fuel regulator. They painted the fans and the shroud, and I didn't paint the fans. I painted the fan shroud and the radiator. Put the connectors on the fans. Those are ready to go. What else have we done? Oh, we got the temp sensor bung welded in there. I just finished that a couple minutes ago. Here's the current state of the core support. Ended up having to add a little filler. It was a little too wavy. But there was a whole nightmare. I really thought it'd be easier splicing in this piece of metal when I overlapped it on the inner structure, kind of like a flange in there to help keep it from warping. But it did the complete opposite because it kept blowing the weld puddle back out at me. I'm guessing it was outgassing from the inside. So I ended up having to fill a whole bunch of holes, and the heat just wrecked it. I got the upper core support or upper intercooler mount all finished out, smoothed out, and painted. All I have to do is finish this, throw a coat of paint on it, and I'm literally putting it back together. I've got most of the bed cleaned out. All of that stuff, I'm just going to drive it around back and put it in another bed I have in another truck. Got most of the lift and all my tools cleaned up. Like, I'm ready to test run this thing. I just got to mount that core support, throw the fenders on it, hook up a few wires, coolant hoses. Like, it is so freaking close. And I'm so pissed that core support is kicking my butt. If I'd have known it was going to be that much trouble, I would have left it alone and just bought the $100 little trim cover that I think looks terrible. Because I hate body work. I'm not a body guy. I don't like body filler. It smells great, but I hate using it. I'm not good at it. Yeah, we're there. Get the interior pretty much cleaned out. Like, it's just got this box left. Need to vacuum it all, but I'll do that when I wash it. Like, so close. I want to be driving it tomorrow, but got Mother's Day lunch, and I'll be lucky if I get that core support painted tomorrow. But I did put the turbo compressor housing on and give her a couple revs to the moon. She sounds pretty sweet, so throw that little clip in here right now for you. All right, what y'all think? Sound pretty sweet? I think it sounds pretty badass. And I'm so excited to hear turbo noises and blow off valve and feel the boost and all that kind of stuff. This is the fun part where you're right there and you can tell it's working. You can hear it. You can see it. It's the best part of the last 10%. We're probably at the last 2% now. We're not home because there's still a lot of tweaking and tuning and adjusting, I'm sure, but this is the fun part. I'm just a day or two away of backing this thing off the lift under its own power and driving it out of the shop. That's a great feeling when all your hard work pays off. Anyway, that's going to be it for tonight. I'm done. These mosquitoes are eating me alive. They haven't been this bad till now. So yeah, that'll be it for today. Thanks for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed it. We'll see you later. Well, I think we had a pretty successful day. It's the evening of Sunday, May 11th. That's 5 days until LS Fest, which means I only technically have 3 more days of working because the 4th day is the show. So that's going to be fun. But I did make some progress, so let's do a quick recap. Boost hoses, those are done. Battery ground cable, that's done. Clean fenders, install core support. I got headlights in. I can't put in the other lights because they go in the grill. I got the catch can mounted. I painted the core support. Radiator hoses, I've got that figured out. I'll explain that in a minute. Coolant, I need the hoses in order to put that in. The belt. I got the part number wrong. I got the wrong belt. It's a little short. It's for the smaller alternators. I have the bigger alternator, so it's not really going to work. Motor mount's done. AC lines, I've already decided I'm not going to even do that. Power steering fluid, I've bought it, but I haven't put it in. Dang, I should have put that in while I had the whole front end apart. So, as you can see, all this is on, the front's on, looks really nice. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. It's not perfect in person, it's got little imperfections, but I'm not a body guy. Overall, I think it's clean. Really tucks the radiator in there. Get the battery mounted. I broke the hood cable, so I've got a new one of those on order. Got most of the wiring in. I cannot find what I did with the windshield washer fluid reservoir thingy. Might just have to roll without that for now. The rest of these boost lines done. This one's done. I just got to put the wrap on it. It goes to the blow-off valve. I went back to my original plan and mounted the catch can right here. That's where I wanted it to begin with. And then I opted against it just because this whole corner is very cluttered. I was like, well, I'm gonna have to run hoses. That's gonna be a pain, but I think it's kind of the easiest route because I can run them up underneath there with the wiring, tuck one into here and one tied in the back instead of having a bunch of extra crap over here. Like I said, I got to get a new belt tomorrow. The lower radiator hose, I was able to basically cut out of the factory 99 to 06 lower hose, so I'm just going to buy a new one of those and cut it up. The other one's in good shape, but I'm not going to chance it and put it on. The upper one, this is where it gets kind of tricky. Basically bent up this kind of template based on center line. So I'm going to go into O'Reilly's, ask them nicely to spend an hour in the back and just start pulling hoses and find something that at least has this shape inside of it that I can cut out, but it also needs to be 1.25 inch hose ID, so that will be fun. Done it in the past and it's worked. It's just trial and error. But hoses, coolant, and a belt, and I can take this thing on a test drive hopefully tomorrow. Again, that's what I was trying to do today. I was planning to go to O'Reilly's tonight and get the upper hose, but when I found the whole belt situation and they have to order it, I called up there and it's not even worth it at this point. We'll just worry about it tomorrow. The lower boost line in. That side over there is paint's drying. I've got the hose for the steam line. So yeah, basically got 3 working days, 3 working nights, considering I got to work all week. But that's okay. One way or another, we're getting there. I've already come to the conclusion that I'm trailering it. I think it's the safest bet. No sense in trying to push myself even further. Unless I take this thing on the test drive and the tune's just pretty spot on, which I highly doubt it will be, then it's going on the trailer. Still got to dig the hood out from up there in the corner. Put it on. Hopefully it clears all of this, because I haven't actually tried it. I mean, all this is below the fender, so there's theoretically no reason why it shouldn't. But we know how that goes. I should have checked it before now, I'm sure. Front reservoir of the brake master cylinder is kind of out of fluid, so let's hope putting fluid in that and the brakes will work. So yeah, it's about 9 o'clock. I'm getting tired. These mosquitoes are crazy again. I think I'm gonna call it a day since I've kind of hit a roadblock waiting on parts. I mean, there's a couple things I could keep doing, but I think I'll just try to finish most of it tomorrow and then maybe test drive it. I'm supposed to be posting this video tonight. That was my original plan. Every 2 days, I promised y'all that. I think I've been pretty spot on most of them, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably gonna miss this today. So if it's not there tonight, by the time you wake up Monday morning, then it'll be there probably Monday night. Either way, I'll get it done. I'll be honest, I bit off a little more than I can chew with uploading videos every other day and making progress on this thing. It takes a few hours to edit, so. But I promise I will get to it, and you'll be seeing this eventually. It just may not be same day. So yeah, I'm out. Thanks for stopping by the shop and hanging out, watching me work. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Maybe y'all learned something. I guess it wasn't very informative this round. It was just time lapse and progress update, but either way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all later.